But it's that word commit too, man. That's $1 million word sometimes, because they want to be able to pull up to the fast food window, get their food, tap their phone, keep on going, and they got everything that they need. But that is not the life of faith.
Right.
It is not. That is not the life of faith. And anybody who says it is the life of faith, they're not living a life of faith.
Right.
Because the life of faith is one that will, it will take time. It is. I love how Eugene Peterson calls it. He has this really awesome book, but he calls it, the discipleship journey is a long obedience in the same direction.
Sure.
Let's say it's obedience,
Right.
which we know how hard obedience is sometimes. It's the same direction, so it requires a consistency, but it's long, and it's going to take time. It is a lifetime, and so that commitment, it's not a 2-month commitment, a 3-month commitment. It's like, you're standing at the altar with your wife saying, "Till death do us part." I mean, that's what it is to follow Jesus. And so I'm glad that, man, you put that challenge to them. It's more than just, hey, show up a few times, but just commit to this.
Right.
Commit to this. And, as the fallow ground of his heart is being broken up and the life of that spirit can really begin to shine through, he will experience the joy. He will experience the peace. He will experience the love. But, man, it does require that commitment and that time. Yeah. For sure.
Because I'm not going to beat another man upside of the head.
You can't, man. No.
But if you can be open enough just to commit, like, God will change your life. Right?
Absolutely.
That is a guarantee. That I can make without reservation. Yeah. Just commit. Yeah. Just commit to showing up. Yeah. And when you have, I think part of that commitment too, I don't think we talk about it enough, is encouraging people to slow down. Everybody's busy.
I'm getting convicted.
Yeah. Well, everybody's busy.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a lot of things.
Yeah.
But if we slow down enough to actually enjoy this life that God has given us to live, then that produces a whole nother abundance of joy that we pass by too often because we're so busy. I think I've mentioned this on the last 3 podcasts we've filmed, is a professor from Kansas University back in 1996 released some studies that showed what it takes to make a friend. And it took 50 hours of intentionality and proximity to go from acquaintance to friend.
Wow.
And then somewhere around the 90-hour mark, that becomes a close friend. And at 200 hours, now you have a best friend.
Wow, 200 hours.
Right?
Wow.
So just think, how much do you need to slow down and be intentional with another human being instead of just the, hi, bye, great to see you, well, thanks for coming. Right? You have the proximity, but there's not any intentionality to be there. In order for that to happen, you have to slow down. Yeah. You have to, like Jaguar Stadium is just a couple of blocks over there.
Yeah, they maybe could speed up a little bit though.
Well, but you think of the time commitment that your average football fan invest into being an observer of a sport, right? And I like football, and I'm not hating on it, but I just think of the time that goes into it. 3.5 hours, 4 hours a Sunday if you're only watching one game. Yeah. Most men will watch
multiple
2
games. Yeah.
So you got 8 hours on one day a week invested into this sport that really has no intrinsic value to your life
other than entertaining you.
Yeah. It keeps you focused. And if you took, so 8 hours times 52 weeks a year, you can make a whole lot of friends if you've allocated that time different.
Yeah.
You could develop, relationships, all of the things that you see are valuable, right? Because we all see that one guy who's a little further down the road than we are, and we're like, man, I wish I had what he had. Yeah. Well, you can. Yeah. You just got to slow down and figure out, okay, what is important to you? Yeah. That guy that you're using as the benchmark, he's made a decision that he's going to cut some things out of his life that don't have any value, and he's just going to slow down and he's going to walk.
Yeah.
Obedience in a straight
Long
line.
obedience, same direction.
And obedience in a straight line.
Yeah, for sure.